Hey there guys, what's up? Ragtter here, welcoming you back to another Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire little tip video. This one is a bit more gimmicky, as it focuses around our friend Mega Gallade, whom I have touched upon before, but with a twist this time. Instead of a straight offensive set, this Mega Gallade seeks to take advantage of your opponent's powers. He does this with the ability Skill Swap. Skill Swap is an attack that swaps the user's ability with that of its target. Now, what exactly does that mean? And more importantly, why would you want to do that? Well, Mega Gallade has the ability Inner Focus. Now, Inner Focus prevents Gallade from getting flinched, which is not a bad ability in the VGCs, but it's not an outstanding ability overall. But Azumarill has huge power. This ability doubles Azumaril's attack stat. Now, wouldn't huge power look much nicer on Mega Gallade? I think so. So using Skill Swap, you can change Mega Gallade's ability to huge power while stripping Azumarill of its huge power and giving it Inner Focus instead. This cripples the offensive power of Azumarill while giving Mega Gallade more power than it could ever need. Now, here are some other examples. You could take the Swift Swim off of Ludicolo. You then become the ultimate counter to rain teams, because Mega Gallade's speed is just too much to handle even for Choice Scarf users. At that point, he'll sweep through pretty much anything as long as the rain's up. You could swap Flash Fire from Heatran. This would make Heatran vulnerable to Fire-type attacks. It would render Mega Gallade immune to Will-O-Wisp and all other Fire-type moves, and a type immunity is never a bad thing. You could take the Serene Grace off of Togekiss, and when you do that, Mega Gallade's Zen Headbutt has a higher chance to flinch. This is an incredibly powerful tactic, and if executed properly, can win you games. Another noteworthy ability you can take is the Tough Claws off of Mega Metagross. This will make all of Mega Gallade's contact moves do more damage, and Mega Gallade attacks almost solely with these contact moves. So having that on its side, much better than Inner Focus. And that Inner Focus looks much better on Mega Metagross, don't you agree? Another evil thing you're capable of is taking the Infiltrator off of Chandelure. What that'll do is it'll let you hit through Reflex and through Substitutes. This means that no one is truly safe from Mega Gallade's punches. And who wouldn't want to take the Magic Bounce off of Mega Sableye? This will render Mega Gallade completely immune to status-type moves. No Will-O-Wisp, no Thunder Wave, no Spore. Mega Gallade will reflect them all, turning it into a very difficult-to-stop sweeper. You'll have to take it on one-on-one in a brawl-out fest, and believe me, with that kind of speed and power, that is no easy feat. And one of the most significant abilities you can take, not necessarily for what it does for Gallade, but what it does to your enemy team, is taking the Parental Bond off of Mega Kangaskhan. Mega Kangaskhan thrives off of this ability. Being able to hit twice is an incredibly powerful tool. You take that away from Mega Kangaskhan, and it becomes a much less significant Pokemon. Mega Gallade, on the other hand, becomes an even more frightening threat. Being able to get 2 Drain Punches off, 2 Drain Punches worth of recovery, and not only that, but 2 Zen Headbutts, and thus twice the chance to flinch, is also a significant tool in Gallade's repertoire. Taking the Parental Bond will destroy your enemy's team and secure your own victory. So here's a little clip of how useful swapping abilities can be, and this clip comes from swapping on your own Pokemon. Now, in this scenario, I steal the huge power off of my Azumarill, who is not actually able to do much out in the current situation. With Gyarados and with Mega Venusaur out here, Azumarill is kind of sitting bait. Even still, without the huge power, it is almost able to KO Gyarados with the Play Rough, and that sets up Gallade to get a bit of HP back with the Drain Punch. Now Gallade has been intimidated and is currently paralyzed. So just take a look at what kind of power he's still capable of. Almost destroying Mega Venusaur. And this is very likely a bold Mega Venusaur, that's what you usually tend to see. I almost just one-shot it with an Intimidator. Venusaur does try to hold on, protects against the Zen Headbutt and the Overheat, almost gets Gallade with the Leech Seed. But nothing can really stand against a huge power Mega Gallade, and that's for fact and for true. Let's move on to a full battle. Now, like I said, this is not a team that you should really use. This is just 5 Pokemon that I thought would be cool to work with Mega Gallade because they have cool abilities you could swap out for. Arcanine being the exception, Arcanine is there for utility. Well, I lead off with Azumarill and Arcanine, and he leads off with Landorus, Therian, and Kangaskhan. Now, this is obviously his Mega, and he goes and he Mega Evolves and uses Fake Out. I'm still not quite certain on how to tense that onto Azumarill, and then U-turns out of there, knowing that he had stopped Azumarill from getting off an Aqua Jet. So he goes into a Amoonguss, and I managed to get off a Will-O-Wisp onto Kangaskhan. Now what I'm doing here basically is I'm setting the field for Mega Gallade to come in without much opposition and wreck face. Well, Kangaskhan goes for the Power-Up Punch onto Arcanine, looking to get some of its attack back. And Arcanine manages a second Will-O-Wisp onto Amoonguss, who then spores Arcanine into a deep sleep. Kangaskhan and Amoonguss both suffer some burn damage, and Gallade goes for the safe Mega Evolution Protect. Kangaskhan tries to hit it with the Sucker Punch for some reason, and Amoonguss tries to get up a double Spore, only to have it hit the Protect. They both take a little more burn damage, and Amoonguss goes for the Protect. Kangaskhan again goes for the Sucker Punch, and now the skill swap comes out. Now Kangaskhan is immune to flinching, but Gallade has Parental Bond. Now watch what I am capable of. Okay, well that one didn't count because that was a crit. And I got hit by the Rocky Helmet, so I took a little more damage than I really wanted to that round. But Kangaskhan can do no damage now. It has no Parental Bond, it's been burned, it's taken an Intimidate. It's just bad days to be Kangaskhan. Well, Landorus Therian lowers Gallade's attack, gets off a Rock Slide that forces Arcanine down to its Citrus Berry, and Kangaskhan gets more attack off the Power Punch, but Arcanine pulls through with a third Will-O-Wisp onto Landorus. So now Landorus isn't going to do any damage, though it does still take off a decent chunk of Arcanine's HP. That's a 2-hit KO coming up. But Gallade's Drain Punch with the Parental Bond gets most of its HP back, and actually, had he not had Parental Bond, Gallade would have fallen there because he didn't get that extra 6% recovery. So as Mega Kangaskhan's return takes Gallade down to 5%, I switch Arcanine out into Azumarill, knowing that I can Aqua Jet onto Landorus while I protect with Gallade, and I can secure Gallade's future going into the next turn. So I know he's going to go for the Sucker Punch because it's a priority move. He doesn't want to risk me going first in any way, so I went for the Protect just to have a not attacking move go. Azumarill takes out Landorus with its Aqua Jet, and then does a dent to Hydreigon after Kangaskhan falls to the burn, and here is where that Parental Bond comes in handy once more, as Gallade is able to secure the KO, taking Hydreigon out of the game, and winning me this match. This has been my take on Skill Swap Mega Gallade. I hope you give it a try for yourself, and I hope you're willing to experiment with some fun teams. In the meantime, I'm going to try and create an actual team for this, as opposed to 5 other Pokemon plus Mega Gallade that honestly really don't work well together. You would be astounded at what I had to go through to get those battles, but hey, maybe I can drum something up that'll be entertaining to watch. We'll have to see. Until next time, guys, take care and happy battling. Bye-bye.